The float pool is our supportive staff who support majority of our units in the hospital. They are here to take over assignments if we have a sick call on the units, or if someone is on LOA, vacation, or a unit is short-staffed based on their FTEs, or if they have new orientees.
We do get to float to every floor, different floors, different systems of the bodies. You gain a lot of knowledge and you build up your skills. When we do float to other floors, once you know the floors and like everyone gets to know you, it makes it a lot easier, and everyone does appreciate you when you go to float as a float to like help them out on days that they're short, so it's very welcoming.
Usually what they do is they huddle in the mornings with the regular team from the units, and then we can come in as, you know, floats and express whatever we need to say, and the managers are pretty welcoming to that feedback.
When I do feel I have to say something, I do feel heard. One of the units does rapid responses a certain way. They have a bag prepared for the response, so we're not scrambling for supplies. And I brought it up to another unit, like, listen, this unit does this, you guys should incorporate it. And the next time I saw it, they did. They incorporated it. So I feel like my voice is heard.
The unit-based council is part of our magnet initiatives. And so it's a council where nurses are able to perform their shared governance, have a voice or a seat at the table, make certain decisions or make changes in their workflow and get more support. And it really is to kind of come back to the manager and say, you know, these are our challenges, these are the initiatives that we want to work on, and we'll help them to facilitate. So quote unquote, kind of like having a voice within their department.
I am a part of UBC. I'm one of the members of the QI, which is Quality Improvement. So we have these like monthly meetings where we come up as a group and we talk about like anything that's happening, which I wouldn't say like unfair, but if we see something that's happening wrong on the floors to the float, so we talk about that, and those concerns are brought up to our manager, and we do discuss it with the unit managers. So we do have a voice, yeah.
So KPIs are key performance indicators. They test our quality in terms of pressure injuries, falls, hand hygiene, barcode scanning, and also one of our core measures is also sepsis. Our float staff need to have that information to make sure that they're able to, when they go to these units, they're able to perform at the same level as the unit nurse.
We get to see so many different things, so it definitely does strengthen our skills, whereas as opposed to a home unit, you may not see, you know, certain things. So on float pool, you just get to experience so much, and it's just amazing.
I would say right now, like, it's making me do stuff that I haven't done before. At first it's a little scary, but I know I can always ask questions. Like if I have a new procedure, I can always, like, you know, check with other nurses and also the charge nurses there. It's good because for me, I'm learning a lot and I haven't done those things. So that means as a nurse, I'm just, you know, advancing in my knowledge.
We also kind of teach other units. Some units are not comfortable with perhaps reading an EKG strip because they don't do it on their units. And then they receive a patient with, and we kind of walk them through. What I do, I mean, but I'm sure my fellow float pool nurses do also. We're always helping out. We always like to help, especially younger nurses. So I feel like it does help us as in the educational aspect of it.
I will say if you're a new nurse willing to join the float pool, if you have the flexibility and you're able to adapt very well when you go into those units and able to challenge those assignments, pretty much owning the assignments on your own, you'll be fine. Certain skill sets that you need to have is just make sure you have good critical thinking skills and able to adapt well in any environment, in which we try to find to make sure you have the supportive tools to be successful in your shift.